The whispers are back on the cobbled streets of Emmerdale, a familiar, heartbreaking echo from the past that has suddenly, shockingly, found its voice in the present. For those who have walked with the village through its many seasons, the name John Sugden conjures a warmth, a sense of steadfastness and earthy integrity. But today, a shadow has fallen, and the raw, jagged edges of his tragic death feel as sharp as if it happened only yesterday. For our newer friends in the Dales, let's paint a picture. John Sugden wasn't just a farmer, he was the bedrock of his family, a man whose love for his wife, Moira, and their children was as tangible as the rolling hills he tended. His sudden, cruel departure in a horrific car crash on black ice was a moment that didn't just break hearts. It shattered the very soul of the Sugden clan and left a void that, many would argue, has never truly been filled. So why in the summer of 2025 are we talking about this with such immediacy, with a grief that feels so present? The answer has sent a ripple of shock and sorrow through the dedicated fan base. A startling revelation has emerged, a piece of the puzzle from that fateful day that has been unearthed, recontextualizing the tragedy and forcing characters, and us along with them, to relive the trauma with fresh, horrified eyes. It appears the narrative we clung to for all these years, the cold comfort of a tragic accident, is not the full story. A recently unearthed diary, belonging to a long-departed villager, has hinted at a second vehicle on that isolated, icy road, a vehicle that sped away, its driver choosing self-preservation over compassion. The what-if has become a who, and the random act of God now feels chillingly like a case of criminal negligence, a hit-and-run that has laid dormant for over a decade. This isn't just a plot twist, it's a seismic shift in the emotional landscape of Emmerdale. Suddenly, Moira's long and arduous journey of grief is thrown into a new, cruel light. The pain she processed, the acceptance she fought so hard for, has been built on a half-truth. Imagine the agony of realizing that the man you loved might have been saved, that a single act of human decency could have changed the entire course of your life, of your children's lives. And oh, the children. Adam, who has walked his own troubled path, and Victoria, who has faced more than her fair share of heartache. This revelation doesn't just reopen old wounds, it pours salt into them. The father they lost to a tragic accident is now a father who was potentially left to die. The anger, the quest for a justice they never knew they were denied, is a powerful and destructive force to unleash on a family that has already endured so much. This news has ripped through the community, with fans lighting up social media in a firestorm of emotion. I'm literally shaking. John Sugden's death was heartbreaking enough, but this is a whole new level of cruel, one longtime viewer tweeted, a sentiment echoed by thousands. Another posted, "My heart breaks for Moira. To have to face this all these years later is unimaginable. The writers have truly outdone themselves, but I'm not sure my tear ducts can take it." The beauty and the brutality of this storyline lie in its relatability. While the exact circumstances are pure soap opera gold, the core emotions are painfully real. The idea that there are untold stories behind our greatest tragedies, that the past is a living, breathing entity capable of reaching out and touching the present, is a concept that resonates deeply. We are not just watching a story unfold, we are participating in a collective regrieving. We are feeling Moira's rage, her profound sorrow, and her desperate need for answers. We are walking alongside Adam and Victoria as they grapple with this new, terrible knowledge. The shocking death news of John Sugden today isn't about his passing, but about the violent death of the narrative that brought a fragile peace. This is Emmerdale at its most powerful, its most emotionally intelligent. It understands that the deepest dramas are not always in the explosive, public showdowns, but in the quiet, internal reckonings of the heart. The legacy of John Sugden was always one of love, family, and resilience. Now it is also one of mystery and a desperate, burning need for truth. The village and all of us who watch it will be holding our breath to see where this dark, winding country road finally leads.